Hey guys, it's Abby. I'm the creator of Tigre Gitana. I just wanted to come on here and make a really quick video on the importance of your natal chart. Well, actually, I said that backwards. Your natal chart and why it's important. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this first is because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos on here about astrology, about magic, about like different histories, different forms of spirituality, and understanding your natal chart and understanding your, literally what it is really your energy, your, all the things that make up your energy, which coming together is your natal chart. The reason why you should get your natal chart done, I'm not saying like hit me up and contact me and get it done by me necessarily. I just mean the reason why you should look into it. I mean, there's free sites, there's really simple ways to just get your natal chart for free, and then just go on and study what each mean. I mean, we're gonna go through the planets and we're gonna go through like the signs in the planets, and we're gonna like dive in depth of all of it through the channel, and I'm gonna be making videos on it, and in a way, like what I'm gonna call it is practical astrology, because that's what it is. But it's just understanding that that's what it is. Your natal chart is the study of yourself. A lot of people go on in life and they're like, well, I'm still getting to know myself. I'm still like, you gotta love yourself before you like love it. Like they say all the quotes and all the things, which is all great and dandy, but like learning how to do all those things is very difficult when you don't really understand your own nature and why you behave a certain way, why you feel a certain way at certain times, where that energy is coming from internally from you. And this is why it is important to study yourself, study your natal chart, because it gives you a very clear answer on where you're getting certain energies from, because you can find yourself being very deceptive to people but not understand why you're being deceptive, or why you always fall in being deceptive, or why that's something that you gravitate to as a person. And if you want to change that, like how are you using like the energy where that specific area comes from? How do you then switch it to a positive thing? And that's kind of a hard thing to work on when you don't understand the energy that you're trying to work with. Yeah, so that's like kind of the really fast way of explaining why it's important. Ultimately, we're all trying to like just understand ourselves better and like love ourselves better. And you can find out a lot from getting your natal chart done. You can find out like so much. Like if you have planets in retrograde, like when we start getting into the verbiage, it just gets a little bit more complicated, which is why we're going to do the whole practical astrology series on here. But then when you have like planets in retrograde and stuff like that, and then you're working on past life issues or like past issues literally like that has happened before, you'll start noticing certain things that like will come up in your chart, that the way they manifest in real life, because you are a manifestation of the energy of the day that you were born. That's literally what it is. You're just a manifestation of it. So understanding the energy of that day and how you've kind of navigated through life at this time, and then are able to see how the energy currently is aligning with your own energy and how you're picking that up, how you're changing. I always hated it when people always said that people don't change and stuff like that. You really gotta try to work with yourself. If you want to stay the same for the rest of your life, you're just gonna be miserable. And those people who don't try to improve or better themselves in any way, shape, or form really end up being miserable at the end of the day. I mean, they created a midlife crisis for themselves. Like, I don't think a midlife crisis needs to be had if you actually work on yourself while you can and do what you need to do to, love yourself, be there for yourself, allow yourself to have opportunities, allow yourself to live, to love, all the things. And that's really going back to people not really understanding themselves or giving themselves the chance to, just really get to know themselves and really get to heal areas where it could be like dormant in the subconscious, but it's manifesting itself in other certain ways. Because what people really need to understand about like energy and how our energy is composed of, we're literally composed of so many different types of just planetary energy, so many different types of energy, period. I mean, baby magic is such a big thing as well. But the way the planets give you that fuel and how you interconnect on a universal level is very important to understand, which is why your natal chart is really crucial to understand. Even if it's just like you're just starting to get the basic stuff, like, oh my god, this is my sun, this is my moon, this is my rising. At least understanding that really helps a lot into understanding not only how you are, but how other people see you. Like your rising sign, like the ascendant, is like really interesting to me always, because in some cultures they only pay attention to the ascendant because that's how people are going to see you anyway. So they don't actually pay attention to the sun. Usually what they say is that you are your ascendant, which is very interesting. I am a Leo rising, so I'm a Leo ascendant, and I do consider myself a big cat, but I also like, I always joke and call it my outer J-Lo, because you know, when I'm out and the fro's out, and yeah, I always call it my outer J-Lo. But it's hilarious how I've always called myself a cat, and when I started growing my hair, I was just like, I want to have a big mane, like a lion's mane and stuff. Like, it's the way it correlates into, like the way it manifests into life is hilarious. Ultimately, it's kind of just like synchronicities all day. But understanding that nature in myself, the fact that I am a Leo rising, so I attract people in certain ways, and that kind of also helps to helps you understand like how you attract people, what energies you're attracting to. Like if you start going into your Venus, your Mars, and then like how your planets affects your houses. It's really just important to look at, because then you're gonna find yourself in a like repetitive loop of consistent energy that just keeps coming your way, and you're like, okay, my god, why is this still a thing that's happening to me? And if you were to know the energy of yourself and then where the planets are, then you would know like what the transits are, so you would be able to work with the energy a little bit better. So the importance of your natal chart, essentially, and what it is just the study of the self, the study of yourself. And ultimately, I think that's the most important reason why to not just get into astrology, but if it's just for you, if it's just like you're curious and you're like, oh my god, I never like, because everybody always says that, they're like, I'm never really like, I don't really like completely feel like I'm the way people describe my sun sign, blah blah blah. Right, that's because the natal chart exists. Like the natal chart is, if your sun sign is where the sun was where you were born in that month area, that 3-week period, then your natal chart is where the rest of the planets were. And that's important because you cannot forget those other energies. Like the sun is important, trust, because I'm a Leo rising, ruled by the sun on that end. But all of the energies of the planet really play their part into how you are in certain areas, because you're not going to be the same in every single thing, and that's kind of where the breakdown really sets in. So yeah, so this is going to be the intro for the Practical Astrology series that I'm going to be doing on my channel. I just wanted to get this out of the way, because if we all get our natal charts done, let's all ask our mothers, check our birth certificates, and get that information so we can all like get together and study thyself. Study thyself. Very important. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There's gonna be more videos coming. I have so much stuff coming soon. Brace thyselves. So yeah, if you guys want to follow me, you guys can subscribe at the bottom, and all my like Instagram and my website and stuff is gonna be at the bottom as well in the subject link situation that's in the nether region of this video. So yeah, have a good day.